You might end up in the lion's den, but you don't go there on purpose. Welcome back, Pogues! The teen crime drama series returned in July 2020 for the highly anticipated Season 2, and now is the time for the third project. Stay with me until the end, as I have some really great news to share with you. Now let's dive in with a short recap.
Pogues, look at the road!
Since the show was released on the streaming service Netflix in 2019, it quickly became a hit. This adventure series has introduced us to many interesting characters. We've seen a lot from them, all the experiences they shared, and their ups and downs along the way. But it has been announced. It seems like we didn't see their faces for the first time, or the last time. There's sure to be plenty more drama in the near future. Some old alliances will be broken, and some new will be forged. With an approval rating of 71% based on 21 reviews for the first season and 86% Rotten Tomatoes approval rating for the second season, Outer Banks has become one of the most popular shows streaming on Netflix. The second season had very large shoes to fill, but it definitely reached its expectations. Season 2 kicks off with the show's main protagonist telling the audience, "Hey everybody, let me share a fun fact with you. Everyone you know will die." Outer Banks is full of surprises, and over the course of a pair of seasons, they have built a cult around these adventure-seeking teens. Outer Banks 2 quickly turns its attention overseas after its freshman season culminates in a centuries brewing search for a huge trove of shipwrecked gold. John B. and Sarah Cameron, its central star-crossed couple, have absconded far from the coastal North Carolina comforts to the Caribbean. Sarah has effectively renounced her family to side with Pogues, the group that John B. is the nominal leader of. No longer separated by the social and class hierarchy of their high school, the pair are on the run, mostly because John B. is labeled for a crime he didn't commit. The rest of the pair's tight-knit friend group back at home is trying to clear John B.'s name. Anyhow, the police don't want to take their evidence. The public opinion is fixed only in one spot: someone from the working-class area is responsible for the murder. And that somehow connected and led to the John B. manhunt. While the accusations are flying around as fiercely as the emotions, JJ, Pope, and Kai's proximity to the real truth makes them more of a target than before. The second season has a way of painting itself into a corner at times. For all the expansive aerial shots of wide open waters and the North Carolina coastline, this ongoing saga of treasure and gold has concentrated around a handful of players. Most of the members of the cast list are capable of handling the many ways these characters have to jump from fist fight to fist fight and location to location. I can even say that it's exhausting at some point to see how many times these people can circle around each other's fates, going through life or death showdowns and trying to survive so many dangerous shootouts. There were so many twists in Season 2, and that was exactly what fans expected from this adventure mystery show. The leader of the Pogues, John B., was a fugitive, then a prisoner, and then an exonerated man. We saw Pope hitting that like button. No, really. Pope found the family heirloom, and Kiara was kicked out of her family home by her parents, which is one big golden cross. We saw how the finale of the season ended and left the door wide open for more stories. We saw that John B.'s father is alive. We saw how the Pogues found the treasure and how they lost it to the Camerons. The group ended up on an abandoned island, which they called Poguelandia, and all this through the last 10 episodes. Anyway, let's stop here with the story and start talking about the potential release date.
Bingo, nice job, girlie.
Wow.
Season 1 premiered at the start of COVID-19 in April 2020, when the season was released on July 30th next year. Outer Banks took the #1 spot on Netflix's global top 10 TV series in English. Okay, what about Season 3? It's clear that the third season won't be released this September, but Outer Banks Season 3 just wrapped up production. Specific dates have yet to be reported. According to the rumors written on the Netflix fan page, Netflix Daily Updates, Outer Banks Season 3 will arrive sometime in December 2022. It's likely that you're excited to find out what will happen to the Pogues if you've caught up with the show, how John B.'s father will play a role following the surprising finale of the previous season, or how they'll be able to get the treasure. So as a conclusion, the show is coming back this year, but we'll have to wait for Netflix to officially confirm its premiere date. Now let's talk about the cast. I'm happy to confirm that the majority of the existing cast will return for the next project. According to Deadline, Chase Stokes is coming back as the main protagonist, John B., Alongside him, we'll see Madeline Klein in the role of Sarah, Madison Beatty is returning in the role of Kiara, Jonathan Davies as Poe, and of course Rudy Pankow as JJ. And of course, let's not forget Charles Halford, who will be involved as Big John. Elizabeth Mitchell teased some info on purpose or by accident in her last interview with Metacritic. I do get to hang out with Big John quite a bit, which is lovely because he's terrific. I don't know if you'd call it teaming up, but they're indeed together a great deal of the time, especially in the first part. This partnership was actually teased in the final season of Outer Banks Season 2. And now the main question, what will happen in Season 3? First of all, it's still unknown the official episode count for Outer Banks Season 3. It's likely that there will also be 10 new episodes, as in the previous 2 seasons. However, co-creator Josh Pate in his interview with Garden and Gun teased that they currently have 6 seasons planned, even though Netflix hasn't confirmed Season 4 yet. Season 2 is an escalation of Season 1, and Season 3 escalates from Season 2. The mythology of the treasure expands and gets, hopefully, more exciting. We never know for sure what will happen, but I currently have 6 seasons planned in my head, said Josh. The first look at the 3rd season was shared back on February 28th this year and features Madeline Klein, Chase Stokes, and their friends on what appears to be the island that the Pogues, Klein and Stokes are smashing that subscribe button and hitting that notification bell. No really, in all seriousness, not. Klein and Stokes are seen holding hands, and which makes me wonder if the on-screen couple is back together in real life. Didn't they break up last November? Just a month after this post, on March 10th, Chase Stokes asked the fans not to spoil anything from Outer Banks Season 3. I hate that I'm having to post this again, but please don't post spoilers of us working. This is an exhausting process, and we have a really exciting story to tell. So yes, the cast is remaining tight-lipped about the plot, and they're convincing us to do the same. Until now, there are no official statements related to the Season 3 storyline, but we might have some suggestions on what will probably happen.
Hey! Get down! Get out of there!
Season 3 will pick up where we left off, with Pogues' war officially moved to the Bahamas, the treasure hunt for the cross of Santo Domingo, the goal is nowhere near over. Nothing will be the same in OBX ever. Big John is alive and this character would probably take the biggest part of the storyline. We can even expect his revenge on Ward. We'll probably get a little bit of Kiara's story as well, but let's not spoil everything before the first episode is released. Let's end up here and wait for Project 3 to arrive. Until then, we have enough material to tie up with. See you in the next video.